Long ago, the world was racked by a great disaster known as the Resurgence. The Resurgence corrupts everything it touches. In the blink of an eye, the world changed. The vast majority of humans and animals were transformed into vicious horrors. It was not long before human society fell apart. In their place, rising from the shadows of history, were the Revenants. Idris, the most revered and honored of all Revenants, sought out and found a way to seal the Resurgence. Yet that victory, such as it was short-lived. As time passed, the seal gradually weakened, as all things must, and it neared a fatal failure. 100 years ago, a great battle was waged. Revenants fought desperately in an attempt to restore the strength of the seal. Many brave Revenants, in fact the very bravest, met their end in this battle, which we now call the Upheaval. The heroes of that conflict managed to reseal the Resurgence in a great, moon-like shell that hangs in the sky. Today we honor them and their memory as heroes for their noble sacrifice. Even now, Calamity itself is held at bay by the mighty seal of the Luna Rapaces, which devours the life force of those heroes. And now, "100 years have come and gone since the Battle of the Upheaval. And one day, when those heroes' strength is spent, this world will..."
Lou, it's time.
Hello there. Can you hear me? It's all right. Don't worry. There's no need to rush, okay? So, do you think you can remember what you looked like? Excellent. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. All right then. I need you to wake up now. Ah, you've come too. As I feared, the memories may still take some time to return. Forgive me, I certainly didn't mean to startle you. My name is Lou Magmel. I am a revenant. Bear with me, for this may come as a shock. You have died once already. This is where I used a ritual to resurrect you. I gave half of my heart in order to restore yours. As a consequence, we now share the same heart, you and I. We are two lives intertwined as one. You seem well, all things considered. I'm glad. Do you think you can stand? There is someone that I'd very much like for you to meet. I know it's all new, but it's okay. You can trust me. I shall guide you. Please follow me. How do you feel? Don't hesitate to tell me if you don't feel well. This area was constructed underground. Let's take the elevator to the surface. Our destination is the tower on the hill. Until a century ago, Magmal was a research institute dedicated to the investigation of Forme. By Forme, I refer to the unique abilities of revenants, conventionally known as enchantments, curses, and the like. These two were once revenants, turned to stone by a Forma. A century ago, one came to raid Magmal Island. The other is a revenant who tried to thwart him. Their duel ended in lethal blows, a moment that now stands forever frozen. In any case, come along. We should be going. There's someone expecting you at the top of the tower.
Hey, it's the Revenant Hunter. They said you've been hurt bad, so
You...
Revenant Society as it is now is propped up.
Another world snuffed from existence. Luckily, the residents were all evacuated in time, thanks in no small part to your efforts. My name is Lavinia Rhoda. It is I who carries on the great Idris's mission and legacy. It is you, though, who must save the world of man. One, they absorb, but
Another world snuffed from existence.
100 years ago, a group of heroes saved the world from... 100 years ago, a group of heroes saved the world from the resurgence. They absorbed its energy into their bodies, the seal consigning them to eternal slumber. But now, unable to bear that burden any longer, the flame of that seal threatens to burn out, which results in what you just witnessed. Explosions that will eradicate the world.
Another... 100 years ago. They absorbed its energy into their bodies, the seal consigning them to eternal slumber. But now, unable to bear that burden any longer, the flame of that seal threatens to burn.
100 years ago, a group of heroes saved the world from the resurgence. They absorbed its energy into their bodies, the seal consigning them to eternal slumber. But now, unable to bear that burden any longer, the flame of that seal threatens to burn out, which results in what you just witnessed. Explosions that will eradicate the world. Yes. If all of the heroes are allowed to suffer such a fate, not a trace of this world will remain. There's only one way to prevent this tragedy, before they reach the point of no return. And so, we must break the seal and end them before it is too late. However, these seals are extremely powerful. Nothing capable of opening them is known to exist. Not in our time, at least. Our hope, the only hope, is Lu. The sole revenant with the ability to traverse time itself. With a power that incredible, subjugating the heroes becomes a possibility, at least. However, as of yet, her power has not fully matured. I ask now that you accompany her back to the past. Help her to perfect her ability and gain true command over the flow of time.
Time jump is successful. We're still where we were only moments ago. Magmel Island. Only now in the past. Thank goodness we made it. I was actually quite nervous, this being my first time jump and all. However, we must have missed our target coordinates. We seem to be in some cave or other on the island. Quickly, let's get outside and figure out where... I'm sorry. Maintaining the link... It requires more energy than I thought.
Who the hell are you?
Not now. Get away from here. In my current state, I'd only hold you back.
A Revenant hunter? Not anybody I recognize. Did Magmel hire a guard?
What does it matter? Kill them now before they raise the alarm!
I hate rats. Well, can't say I remember hiring you, but if you're game, lend me a hand. Oh, I like you already. I'll just hop on your back real quick. Don't make me regret it.
I'm getting fired up!
You are definitely no ordinary fighter. Who are you, and how the hell d'you wind up here? Yeah, you sure did. You got guts, I'll give you that. Either way, I bet we haven't seen the last of these goons. A friend of mine is further inside, and if I don't find him, there's gonna be some serious trouble. You feel like tagging along? You seem a little lost, but don't worry. There's plenty of wayward folks wandering these parts. Look, you help me out, and I'll make sure you get taken care of. Sound like a deal? Great, then a deal it is. The name's Noah. We should find my friend at the innermost chamber. Come on. I can make us some food if you want to rest.
Good. Okay. If I'm right, I believe we should be able to talk here at our leisure. This is a space where our minds and the pieces of our hearts intertwine. Perhaps we could call it something fitting like the confluence. Think of it as a private realm, one that only you and I can access. It would appear that, while we are in the past, there are only certain conditions under which we can meet and speak. First, I hope you'll forgive me for being such little help. As am I assure you. But I do regret being a hindrance to you. My apologies. Now let's go over the current situation. As Lady Lavinia explained, I have been blessed with a rare power, the ability to travel back in time. However, this power remains incomplete. As it stands, I can't actually take us back to the present yet. Fortunately, the Magmel of this era still houses a vast array of formae. Among them, there is one that can augment my ability. I have already located it. should you manage to obtain this forma. I should be able to traverse the past and present at will. With that power firmly in hand, together, we can work towards preventing our world's demise. First things first, we will have to gain Noah's trust. Once we do that, we'll be able to roam Magmel Island much more freely. Unfortunately, there is a catch, and it is not pleasant. History says that raiders razed this island to the ground. If, as I fear, the bandits in the cave were in fact the raiders, then we have no time to lose. We need to put a stop to those raiders and rescue Noah's friend as soon as we possibly can.
You're in their sights! Can't believe I let raiders invade the island. I know this isn't your fight, but I'll return the favor. Let's do this. I feel great! Going all out! What a lucky find. Show me what you can do. Almost there. Friend should be at the inner chamber just ahead. He may be a royal pain in the ass, but there's no friend like him. I can't just leave him hanging. Good to go, right? Seriously? Here you go.
Can't end like this.
Hey, you're up. Bet you're famished.